Are you ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
What's up, y'all? Trent Small, the chef, aka Red Specs, and I'm here with my brother and co-host Papa Wolf, aka Alpha Moon, and this is Food for Thought. Y'all know what this is. Live every Thursday night from 8 to 10 p.m. We'll be discussing food, music, and the truth, streaming on all major platforms, including Spotify for podcasters, my people. And don't forget, we're the truth. So let's get into this, T. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Welcome to Food for Thought. Of course, I'm your host, Trent Small, the chef. I'm with my brother and co-host, aka Alpha Moon, and this is Food for Thought, as y'all all know. First of all, I'd like to give thanks to the listeners who took the time out to see us today.
Yeah,
you know, because without them, it won't be no us. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you decided to be here with us. Thank you. So if you could be so kind as to follow, like, hit that subscribe button so you won't miss an episode, we will appreciate it, man. We appreciate it, man.
Big facts.
For our listeners, man. One more time for our listeners. Yeah, get that subscribe up there, man. Subscribe to us, man.
Hit that button, y'all. Hit that button.
Out. You can check us out on Facebook at Food for Thought 1424, Instagram at Food for Thought _, Twitch at Food for Thought, YouTube at Food for Thought FFT. You can also catch our audio portion of our podcast on Spotify for podcasters, man. You know what I mean? Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. This Food for Thought episode is sponsored by Fun City. They're having entertainment going on in Atlantic City bus trip. You guys can get some tickets there. This is on April 20th. Trip includes a $10 casino bonus at the Tropicana. Beverage, food, alcohol, but don't drink too much. You know what I mean? We don't want to be getting too crazy on that. And also, they having an Easter party.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Easter party is going to be at 1344 Clinton Avenue in the Bronx. Okay. April 20th. So you don't want to miss that one. So that's going to be big up to our folks over there at Fun City Entertainment. Big up, man. Big up. No doubt on that. So what's up, D? How you been, man? How's your week?
It's been beautiful, man. Just a beautiful thing, just going over a lot of stuff. I see you and BK Pinky went out, did your thing, man, with the community, man. I'm proud of y'all. We just showing the people like, yo, we not just talking about it. We trying to help out and make a change and a difference, you know. So that was good. Y'all did that with Violet and KR3TS, you know.
Yeah, man. It was a pleasure for me to go down there. I had the pleasure to visit KR3Ts in their own element. You know what I mean? I took BK Pinky with me. We went to Spanish Harlem this week. And we met and spoke with the young people there.
Okay.
And we watched them rehearse because I think they're having like a performance they have to do upstate or something like that. So they were performing, and these kids are phenomenal, man. The energy that they bring, you know what I'm saying, and just overall endurance, because I know I couldn't do it. The things they were doing.
She got them kids, man. She got them training, doing their thing. You know what I mean? They some of them are young, man. They come in there real young. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
man.
They've been
Yeah,
going for
man.
years.
Yeah, and the things they were doing was flipping and all kind of stuff like that, man. And I talk with them, and stuff like that, because we want the kids to stay in school. You know what
Oh
I'm
yeah.
saying? They get their education. I know they want to dance and everything too, but you got to back it up with that entertainment, man, and in that school.
Yeah, that's
I
important.
also, yeah, man. I also met up with some members of SOMAS, which is a nonpartisan, nonprofit organization committed to addressing the needs of the Hispanic youth
Okay.
and their community in the communities. You know what I mean?
Now, Barrio, stand up.
Yeah, Barrio. Give
Yeah,
big up to Barrio.
that's it. Born and raised.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. And I also met with some officials from Community Board 11 in Manhattan, East Harlem district.
Nice.
Chopped it up with them. And they trying to get young people to vote. You know what I mean? Because
That's important.
they voice count, man, especially
Oh,
for
yeah.
the young people. We have a lot of things going on if more young people start
Get
voting.
involved.
Get involved.
Yeah, they get involved, man. It's really important, I know some of the things they might not like now, what's going on and stuff like that, but it's really important to let your voices be heard. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
no doubt, man. So get out there. This is gonna be one of the worst years, man, with this voting, man. It's gonna be really bad. So get out there and do your job, do what you
Yeah,
gotta do.
you could
And
volunteer, all that.
yeah,
Go ahead.
also, I met up with a couple of folks from DC 37 staff too. Big up to DC 37, man, because
37.
yeah, man. So met up with them and stuff like that, and like I said, it was nice just talking with the kids, man, and tell them our roots and how us and Violetta grew up, and and just letting them know that we were there where they were. We were right in there.
Well,
You know what I'm saying? So,
well, T, we was there, but that flipping part, you wasn't with that flipping. Now me, John, and Eric, you wasn't with that.
I wasn't flipping nowhere. Flipping burgers, maybe. McDonald's.
Yeah, yeah.
I wasn't flipping anywhere. But it was nice.
We know
though.
the struggle. We know the struggle. We've been doing that, man.
Yeah. So
doing the shows and all that. It's a lot.
So big up to KR3Ts once again, and good luck on your performance. And I hope you just rock it, man. Rock it when you get out there, man. Rock it. Yes.
We got a goodie today, man. We got a real legend coming through the house, man. You know what I mean? So it's real good, man. He did a lot for this music culture. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people know him. It's going to be real good, man. It's going to be real good.
Yeah.
So listen up. We were talking about like how the different rhythms and turntables, and we got a DJ coming on, so we were talking about all of those different type of things and stuff like that, and how they used to spin the turntables and different things. And we got two people that we were discussing that's really do their thing, you know what I mean, and really put it down for the culture.
Yeah, without the DJs, man, it wouldn't be really no hip hop, man, because like Flash said, Grandmaster Flash said, they needed the beat to rap off of. So if you didn't have a beat to rap off of, you were like, so the DJs made these beats. And I remember myself making beats too when I had I get myself a four track board, and I was making beats then.
Mm.
You know, and back then, you talking about late 80s, I guess, or whatever. I had a Tascam 4-track board.
Mm-hmm.
So I used to make my mixes and throw all the mixes off of the 4-track onto 1 track, and then have 3 more tracks to use. So I had to keep doubling it up in order for it to be like a 16-track board. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then the DJ in itself came into play because I looked at these guys, Grand Wizard Theodore, Grandmaster Flash, and all these guys. I looked up to them and I watched them the way they were DJing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I just want to get into this video real quick, just to show a little something.
Okay.
This video is provided by Hot 97. They interviewed Grandmaster Flash, and I think Theodore, Grand Wizard Theodore, was in a competition or showcase.
Yeah, it was a showcase. Yeah.
There's no competition. There's no, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So he was in a showcase in 2008. DMC is the showcase he was in New York City. And just to get y'all guys to check this out. Check it out.
The man that everybody owes money to, because we all scratch. He invented the scratch, so we owe him a royalty. My man, Grand Wizard Theodore.
Sing like Black.
This quick mix theory is twofold. Not only is it the sound source, but it doubles itself as today what we know is a controller. A controller that plays with time. So this mark here is what I call the intersector. This is the intersector, and this is a circular. Today they call it cue points. And how it works, Ebro, is this. Four bars forward equals 6 counterclockwise revolutions equals full loop. This is the basics, the fundamentals to the quick mix theory.
Listen.
Crazy.
I have the brains to get into that with like he was doing, but he was amazing, man. He was a chemist, DJ, man. He put this all together for you guys and for me for as being a DJ. It's just phenomenal, man. Phenomenal.
Yeah. And I hope they got the mathematics behind that. You know what I'm saying? Because I never was a DJ, but of course I was around URR, G-Bo, everybody, seeing that. But knowing the formula of the revolution to spin it back, you know what I'm saying? And no, you stop right there. He giving it to you. You know what I'm saying? And Theodore.
And it never missed.
No, never missed because it was right on point. It was like a mathematics. He had that joint down to science. And from what all all the research I did and knowing he was the one that invented that system. So when our guests come on, I want co-sign it because knowledge is power. So I want to know like that. I was sitting here writing stuff down. You know what I'm saying? Because that's like all of these. We got nephews, we got cousins, and they DJing and all that kind of stuff like that. So we want to know like, yo, are y'all getting this math down?
Yeah, and then in that video, I saw that he had a B-box.
Oh,
right?
yes.
So he has a B-box, and you literally use your hands to make the beats. Boom, boom.
Yep.
Basically using your hands. So he said he used it a couple of times, and then he stored it away or whatever. And then that's when the human B-box people started doing it. Dougie Fresh.
But there's another thing though. Remember in the song where it says, "Listen to the beatbox, listen how it plays. It will make you dance." No, now, are they talking about the human beatbox, Doug? Or are they talking about that flash beatbox that he brought from somebody?
Yeah, that was before Dougie Fresh and them, that record.
Yeah, because he said they started doing that afterwards.
Well, listen, I guess can sum it up.
Yeah, that's what that's why I'm excited. You know what I'm saying? I'm excited. I want to ask you some questions, man. Got to ask you some questions. And he's been around with everybody, so why not? You get it right from him. You know what I'm saying? He stand on that, so that's a good thing. Listen up, y'all. Today we're going to be discussing who we are and why we're here.
No doubt.
Hip hop has changed the culture, and it definitely changed the music culture. Anything we touch, we move. You know what I mean? So today's guest is going to be the one and only legendary DJ Dmusic.
Yeah. Big up.
Yeah,
that's our boy, man.
That's our boy, man. And let me tell you, man, I remember T from Wagner, coming up in Wagner. See, I got a lot of questions for D. Like when they used to pop the light cover off, in the back of the back, in the park.
He told me about that. He gonna tell you about that.
Oh, you got to tell me about that, man. They used to, and we used to see the break dancers, we used to see like Larry Love break dancing, Zeke get on there, Kenny Sexby, right? Yeah, I like, yo, that take me back, man. Somebody got to tell me them stories, man, because it feels like sometimes, like Red Specs and me, we don't even want to live those stories. You know what I'm saying? They be looking at us like, yo, we used to be playing music out. Nobody was like later on, it started getting a little rowdy and stuff. We would pop from project to project.
Each project had their own DJ setup. They had their own DJ setup. Then they started battling.
Oh, that was
They would bring the turntables out. One guy set it on one end of the field or park, and somebody on the other part.
And we used to go back and forth,
and see who get the biggest crowd. See who get the, you know what I mean? Who's doing it out there?
Oh, we used to go like we in Wagner, and the jam is jumping. Then they'd be like, yo, they rocking over in Johnson. We like, what? Yo, we go over to Johnson. You know what I'm saying? Yo, they watch the East River. Go over to East River. Dollar Bill and them was doing their thing. Yo, it's crazy, man.
And that's when also that the projects were well knitted together. You understand what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, they had their beefs and different.
No, we had
our
beefs, but
early on, it was like, it was
you
nice.
You can go to somebody else's park,
with
no problem. Now it's all about what they call it. You go on somebody's park, you got to check in and come on, dudes.
Yeah.
Come on, this ain't even your projects. Government's projects. Excuse my, because it hits me.
It hits you hard.
Yeah, because it's like
we fighting for something that ain't even ours.
Something that's not yours, dude.
Yeah.
What corner? You own that corner? You bought that corner? No, you ain't. That ain't your corner. You know what I'm saying? So it's just heartbreaking, man.
Hey, FT fans, I think Red Specs just got bit by that little bug because they be slowing me down. He started getting tight, boy.
I get tight with my brothers and sisters out there is claiming stuff that's not even theirs, man. And you got to remember, you on this earth for a certain amount of time, and whatever you even have is not even yours. You borrowing it. And when you die, well, who's going to have it? The next person or that person that you beat up to get it, he going to have it.
Exactly.
Come on.
Well, let me get you off that for you blow a gasket up your head. Like the wolves start growling and stuff like that. You know what I mean? They start growling. But I remember too, back in the days, we used to take mommy and auntie and them's records, especially mama and mommy and them.
Yeah.
And we ain't have the 1200s, so we used to take our finger and drag the needle, scratching up the record and doing all that crazy stuff.
Well, I had bought the 1200s.
But later on.
Yeah, later on. I had my grandmother bought me my first one, and then I bought the second one with a mixer.
Yeah.
And then after that, it was over with. I used to play the music outside the window so the projects could hear it, so people downstairs that's chilling could have some music.
That's when Big Kev and Busta Bus used to jam up thing, you know. Yeah. So yeah, man, that used to be like.
We got people in the chat. What's up, Joyce? What's up, Bub?
Well, let me check.
And Eyes Get Lost on Music. Hey sis, what's up?
What's
see
going
you
on,
in
family?
The chat. We see you in the chat. Yeah. So today I'll be making a simple cornbread. There's a viewer that called me from New Jersey and asked, do I know how to make simple cornbread?
I gotta ask you a question.
She asked me that because I'm assuming that everybody knew how to make cornbread, but obviously, you know, I can't assume, because if you assume, you make a ass out of yourself, right? So,
but I gotta ask you a question.
Yeah.
You want your cornbread?
You want that? You want that cornbread?
Yeah, you want your cornbread. That's how that gets
down. Man, yeah. So we're gonna get into that, and then also we're gonna have some music videos and news from BK Pinky. He's gonna be here today. He got some stuff he want to chat about, and some news he want to talk about. But we'll be
I also want to tell him too, like, you know, the reason why we show so much of the different footage and talk about it, because we want y'all to know the essence of where we came from, the essence of hip hop, and how we can go forward and help everybody else. You know, so I really want them to get that, you know, understanding.
Yeah. So this video that's coming up is some of our artists from Wolfpack Management, when we had a Wolfpack Management company. This is at Club Rare. That's Club Rare, right?
Yeah, we was working on their stage performance and
this
crowd participation. Yeah.
Now, I think Mike Rec Records was
big up Mike Rec.
Big up to Mike Rec, man. Big up
Burner Brothers.
Yeah, big up to them. Yep. So it was Mike Rec and CT was DJing, or he was in the back DJing that. So we're gonna get into this quick video of our artists on stage. Here we go.
Yeah, stand up, Harlem. Yeah, BX, Brooklyn, Queens, Staten. I don't care where you from. Hey, yo, I want to see my wolves put your hands in the fucking air, yo. All day, every day, man. Yeah. Fluid, B. T like it, man. Chill, B. Let's go. Get it poppin'. Okay. Spanish Harlem. Yeah. Get 'em up. Let's go. I can show you how gangsters do it. Hennessy mixed with coke, yeah, that's gangster fluid. Wolfpack, family, that's gangster music. From the spurs to the hood, that's how gangsters do it. You can catch me in your home, moving over the raw. Some shit you never seen off the showroom floor. Trying to get the first chicks that speak bonjour and get that J money cop a crib on the shore. But still, I want the grands and some arm and hammer. Small town out of town, a team armed with hammers. 2 chicks to transport from here to the Bahamas. In a small stash crib in the South Atlanta. Who you know move weight like it was out they pocket. Got Miami on smash like Sonny and Crockett. Who you know been hot since Jane a lot. First nigga to cook crap on the Chinese watts. But still, I keep them caddies on 3-wheel motion. How we sold 5 million. No promotion. No video, no singles. Straight extortion. Now these wanksters want to do me like 50. Send them shots at me. I can show you how gangsters do it. Hennessy mixed with coke, yeah, that's gangster fluid. Wolfpack, narrow family, yeah, that's gangster music. OZ, yeah, keys, that's how gangsters do it. I can show you how gangsters do it. Hennessy mixed with coke, yeah, that's gangster fluid. Yeah, narrow fear, yeah, that's gangster music. Put your fucking head on the keys, that's how gangsters do it. Come on, wasn't for tea, that you know it's store team. No fees, pictures of Fed magazine. Baguettes on your wrist, iceberg on your hips. Hunts point holes with tattoos on them tits. Yeah, cuts in the coat, transporting the chokes. Them Teflon fitters with them bulletproof coats. Come on, phone suites, flush the Key West with them golden lady hoes that shake in deep dress. No going to court for a dead D's vest. In that Rico law, I ain't trying to see less. No straw faces with thoughts in the fork name. Come on, no dice game, ace in the blood stain. Yeah, no wolf pack, changing the rat game. We gon' do the spit and bars or pack it. Come on, T like a ball, speak my name and watch how fast I blow six in your brain, coward. Woo! I can show you how gangsters. Put your hands up. C mixed with coke, yeah, that's gangster fluid. We'll pack the narrow in, yeah, that's gangster music. OGs call the keys, that's how gangsters do it. I can show you how gangsters do it. Yeah, C mixed with coke, yeah, that's gangster music. We'll pack the narrow in, yeah, that's gangster music. OGs call the keys. We not done. Hey, yo, let's go. Get your gangster up. Cop them llamas. Gunning down drama since Tupac's dear mama. In the hood, who you know, streets like the yard. Give it to anybody. Love Crips, even the guards. Yo, my flow is a classic like Jay and Nas. And this crack shit's on lock like the Blacks and Nas. Let's you go, the John Root type, go and speak to the cops. Come on. Have your V looking like Biggie and Pox. Man, I do this 2 ways, shades of Julie. Half a clip to your brain and have your thoughts like sushi. How you claim you got flow selling downs of poofy? Man, we 10 tips with a duck sauce coochie. Plus, I knuckle up, guns stick muzzled up, cooked up, buttered up, have your face puzzled up. Spanish hard double up, wolf gaps out him up, fam cut him up, T like a tough as fuck. I can show you how gangsters do it. Hennessy mixed with coke, yeah, that's gangster fluid. Wolf pack, narrow fear, yeah, that's gangster music. Yeah, that's how gangsters do it. I can show you how gangsters do it. Hennessy mixed with coke, yeah, that's gangster fluid. Wolf pack, narrow fear, yeah, that's gangster music. OZs for the keys, that's how gangsters do it.
Yeah. Big up to the Wolfpack fam. That was hold on, D. That was Sniper. That was T Legacy, Revolver, and Envy, right?
Yeah, Envy was there. I'm back. Got back on time. Yeah.
So welcome back. So tonight's guest is Harlem's legendary DJ and host of Fam Radio.
Yeah.
Don't forget Fam Radio, Saturday nights at noon. He'll be DJing up the greatest sounds.
Saturday
welcome
afternoon.
Everybody. My homeboy, Dmusic, baby.
Dmusic.
Dmusic in the building, baby.
Y'all can hear me good?
Yeah, we hear you, baby. What's
Yes,
good,
sir.
man?
Yes, sir. How you doing, brother? Thank y'all.
Good,
I appreciate y'all for, letting me get on here, talk, about my life story and my situations.
No doubt, man. No doubt.
No
doubt. That's what we're here for. We're here to give people shine, man, that deserve it. Give flowers while we alive, while we up. You know what I'm saying?
That's what it's about.
Because our contributions to this hip hop thing is huge. Maybe the whole world don't know about us, but we know.
Yeah.
And this is what this platform for.
I'm looking at my boy Flash right now. He do the
okay.
Yeah.
He does the week's theory every Tuesday at 12 noon to 1 o'clock, and on Thursdays 8 to 9 o'clock. Great shows on YouTube. It's on all platforms.
Nice. Flash, I'll be tuning in, man, because I like things like that. So, Dmusic, tell us a little about who you are and where you come from, man, because people want to know that, man.
All right, I was born and raised in Harlem, West Harlem, 116th Street, 1974, 1975. We moved to Wagner Projects. Something that, was brand new as a kid. Went to 206. You know about that, Miss Simmons.
Man, we're going to get into that. We're going to get into that.
That was the school. It was PS 81st, then 206.
Gotcha.
Then, you know, when PS80 closed down.
Yeah.
So then, you know, from 206, I was more into basketball, football, and baseball
Mhm.
because that was the thing to do in the early 80s as a kid.
Okay.
Mhm.
Or you chose the other side.
Mhm.
So I chose to play sports,
Right.
and my love for sports is football.
Right.
After I,
Right.
after
This is
I,
this this is you here, right?
that's me there, D with Clinton.
D Wood Clinton. Big up to
D.
Clinton, man. We used to go to
D.
Clinton.
Clinton. Yeah.
D with Clinton was my high school, the Bronx.
Yeah, man. Big up.
I think I was, if I'm not mistaken, the only kid from Manhattan that
Mhm.
was allowed to go to the Bronx because they had this zone thing in the 80s.
Right.
But what got me in there, the coach, Joe Prezioso, saw me at a football game after they had a game at Clinton. There was a football field named Bedford Park that's
Yeah.
right next to Bronx Science and Mashula Parkway School.
Yeah.
It was driving down, they saw it, and they asked me, can I come to Clinton? And I said, I don't know. And Mr. Scamadella from 45, he brung me up there.
Okay.
And,
Listen. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
and when I got there, you know, my last name, Benelli, they thought I was white. They said, oh, shit.
Yeah, let him come down.
Yeah, so, you know, and, you know, everything worked out. My mother signed the papers. I could travel on the 4 train to go there, this, that, and the third. Now, as I'm playing football,
Mhm.
I used to come home from school. My father had a Kentwood turntable, and I forgot the other turntable with a realistic mixer. And I used to always want to see how you put the arm on the turntable and it goes.
Right.
I used to do that. Every time I used to do that, I used to hold the groove.
Mhm.
Then as I'm watching, like Flash, not Flash, Kid Flash from my neighborhood.
I remember Kid Flash.
Well, anyway, when they used to be in the park, I used to see the Phelps under the turntables like wax.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
I started picking up things.
Mhm.
Then I started picking up, okay, mixers, cables, what kind of speakers I could use, this, that, and the third. I was putting everything together.
Mhm.
Everything together. Now, here's the hit. One day I'm in my house, I'm listening to Run DMC. I mean, not Run DMC. Run DMC. Rock Box. No,
Mhm.
not Rock Box.
Walk this way.
No.
It's like that.
3 years ago, a friend
A
of
friend
mine.
of mine asked me to say, okay.
Suck
You know,
MC.
my mind, Suck MC.
Yeah.
I hear the beat. Dot, 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 dot. Shit was different to me. Now, mind you, I didn't heard Rapper Delight.
Yeah.
Good music. Nice
But this
little
was
thing.
different. This was different.
This was way different. The drums were strong and
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
It was the day I fell in love with DJ. I fell in love with hip hop.
And it's
Now-
funny that you say that. It's funny that you say that because that was the same time I did. When I heard Run DMC and LL came right
Oh,
behind, but
yeah.
it just changed the whole game from, like you said, from those guys that came out first.
Mhm.
Listen. Now, as I'm DJing, I used to see DJs in the park. Kenny Sex from your old building.
Uh-huh.
Kenny
Uh-huh.
Sex. You had Spectra Sunshine. Then you had
Mm.
Kid Flash.
Mhm.
Flash was that dude.
Mhm.
Robin Majors, he was that dude in Wagner Projects as
Yeah.
a DJ. And by the way, you also had Dollar Bill. We had two
Oh.
dollar, one from downtown,
Yeah.
one for Ladino.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yep. Dollar
Listen,
bill.
I used to look out my window and see the park dark because the street lights was knocked out because of the powers of the pole. That's how we got our power. We bought a 20 amp. It was like this. It was an amp that you screwed in with the thing with the electrical part that you put to it.
Right.
It used to knock out the street lights. We used to love it. Because back then, you know, you used to drink their beer, Coke 900s, you know the beers,
Yep.
the golden champagne, the pink champagne, all that on the benches on the side. We used to
Oh
take that
man.
here.
Taking it back.
Yeah.
As I'm looking out my window, And I heard you and what's the name say today. You used to travel around, go down to Jackson. I used to do the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Fell in love now with DJing. It was a brother named Spivey, the Magnificent Seven.
Yep.
It was, I don't know if it was a festival on 119th Street between 3rd and Lexington.
Bow-legged Spivey. He was doing flips. We used to flip with Spivey.
When I heard Johnny Watt and I heard Ray Vaughn and I saw their routine, that's when I wanted to get a crew. And then that's when I was going to myself, you know something? I can make something out of this if I just continue to follow, the steps. So as I had all these DJs, I'm building my gear up. I used to go to Dollar Bill House in 50 Palladino. He used to scratch it up, cut it up. I used to ask him, yo, how you do that? Then I used to go to Marvin House in 60 Palladino, 2nd floor. Go through. I saw that man scratch records with his feet. And that's no lie.
Yeah.
Move on. We're going to go now to 84, 85. 84, 85, right?
Yeah, man.
That era between 85 and 88, hip hop was explosive. When I say that,
that's when it started getting.
Every barrel had MCs and DJs that was doing it.
Facts.
Talking about like from that 84, 86 to 88 era with Rakim and all that, when the good music started coming out. That's when I really fell in love with hip hop, because I'm starting to see it progressing. I started to see the genre of music. You understand? See how it's flowing. And then I'm also starting to see the artists, how they move, how these TV shows. There was a time where you could see videos on Video Music Box, TV and all that. You had to stay up late 12 o'clock to watch all that. Then, after that, I started DJing in spots here and there. When I started DJing in spots, people started to notice me. And once I learned how to DJ, I needed to learn the fundamentals of DJing, like cue pointing. Listen to the air and make sure the other records on time. That was difficult time for me until I had to learn it. And once I learned it, I mastered it.
So can you tell me, we know you DJ, and tell the Food for Thought audience, are you a producer as well? Or
Yes.
and if so, who you produce the tracks for?
Okay.
Yeah, so
This is well, like I said, I'm not going to pull no punches, but in my mother passed away, and she left us some money. And
Bless up.
I was already prepared to be a top DJ. I was already prepared. So the money that she left me, I took it and bought all the equipment, every dime. I bought it. Once I got that equipment, I built up a team. Learned how to do this, that, and the third. Now, I was downtown at a club called Demerara's. It was on 28th Street with Reggie Wells. I used to follow Reggie Wells because I used to like his style, because he was a DJ. When he played the record and when he hit you with that record, your ass is in shock. It was impeccable. When I say that Reggie Wells played a record, the crowd goes crazy, and his timing was impeccable. One day he left me there. I went through his crates. I did the job. That's how I got on the downtown scene.
Now, I want to ask you a question.
Kick it.
The world famous hip hop mecca for DJs, the Tunnel. Did you ever DJ at the Tunnel or anything like that?
No, the only thing I did at the Tunnel One time it was assist Grandmaster Flash when he was there
Okay.
with Funk Master X. You see, well, we're gonna get into that story.
Yeah. So how did you build up? How did you build up your D music legacy? How
Okay.
did you? Yeah.
The D Music legacy came from my mother. Me and this guy named Mitch Christensen, we used to always hang together. He had a Montero, a beige one.
Oh, Montero.
He had a sound system. So I used to make him tapes. And he had a big sound system. I used to make him tapes, and he was the only one that was at the time supporting me. So as he used to come to my house or call, back in the days, we didn't have no cell phones and that. Call you out the windows type shit.
Yeah.
Yo, that type shit. Yo, come down. We go downstairs. I tell him to come upstairs. My mother answers the door. Oh, go ahead. Go in and listen to that shit. Excuse me. Go listen to Dow's music. I don't know what that shit is. Now, back a lot of parents didn't understand hip hop music.
Mm-hmm.
There was a lot of people who go, that's a bunch of noise. It ain't gonna last. Heard those stories. That's just a fade. It's gonna pass. And I was a strong believer. This can't be a fade with all these hot artists coming out. And every year, the style changes.
Uh-huh.
You got the Southerners coming in. From down. They got their style. New York, Bronx, Brooklyn, Queens. Everybody had a style in.
Mm-hmm.
Producing came in with me. When I learned, well, put it this way. Grandmaster Flash taught me about a mixing board.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Me about outboard gears, compression, compressor limiters, dynamic equalization.
Mm.
Even taught me how to break down a turntable.
Mm.
Because that's what I had to do for him. I was his assistant.
Oh, okay.
We toured around the world. And to this day, I am forever grateful because I've been in countries that I never thought I'd been in.
Bless up, bless up.
Yeah, big up to Flash, man. Big up to Flash.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hold on.
We've been to locations. I'm at awe with that man. I'm forever grateful for him for doing that for me, and he taught me a lot. Now, as I'm with Flash, my name is getting bigger. But
Gotcha.
I was that dude behind the scene.
Mm.
I wasn't those cats that want to be in the scene. I never did that.
Mm-hmm.
My life was always want to be in the front behind the scenes. Now, as I'm producing, I have a sound system now. And I tell you, my mother left the money. Now I'm traveling with my sound system.
Gotcha.
In the downtown scenes. And I'm gonna name a few promoters that I work with that got me to the downtown scene.
Please do.
And may he rest in peace. Lester B.
Mm.
It wasn't for that man. I'm just trying to hold back my tears a little bit because it's deep.
That's
Yeah,
it.
big up.
That's it. Big up,
That
man.
man,
Love.
that man brought me downtown, me and my brother.
Mm-hmm.
He never looked back.
See, that's what I'm talking about, man.
Yeah, this is food for thought, man.
Yeah, this is
live,
real,
man.
y'all. This live. We
And emotions run deep, man, when you start talking about people that cared about you and took care of you, man.
and believed in you. You know what I'm saying? This man believed in them.
Big up, big up.
Deep. Because I'm telling you, put it this way. I'm letting you see the good, bad, and the ugly of D music and where
That's
I'm
what
at.
we want. That's right.
Used to do.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to talk about the drugs. We're going to talk about all that. But let's get Lester B. Lester B saw me at that club Demerara's with Reggie. He said, you got a number? I had a business. Back in the days, you had business cards.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to call you tomorrow, such and such. He was a bus driver. The man called me. He said, listen, I would like for you to come down to the China Club Do y'all remember the China Club?
Of course.
Come down to the China Club. You're gonna be on the mic with a brother named Casey, the Prince of Soul.
Hmm.
Up to that man,
Prince.
Casey, the Prince of Soul, was Reggie C. He's from Brooklyn, but he's a hell of a host and he's a hell of a dancer. When we got together, we hit up every downtown hotel, the Omni Hotel, Hotel Dip, the Hotel New Yorker, the Omni Park Central. What's that? The Hilton Vista International. All the hotels that was down in Manhattan, we didn't hit. Holiday Inn, Days Inn, where they had all the big rooms, the Mark Ballroom. Listen, my sound system took me around.
All over. Yeah. Let me ask you that, since you're talking about that. Do you have any stories about Skate Key or Rucker Park?
Yeah, because you said China Club. Let's talk about any of them skate key, Rucker Park.
Skate Key. Well, check this out. I ain't when I was coming up, we ain't deal with the Skate Key. Skate
Okay.
Key, the late
Rooftop.
90s.
Rooftop.
There you go.
Rooftop. Yeah, we was rooftop.
Big up the rooftop, man. Big up the rooftop.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord, have mercy.
They all
Oh, man.
Gusto Wells is the one that ran the rooftop. Brucey B, Mike Spot. May they rest in peace. Star Child. That was my man.
Star Child.
Too. Because when it came down to my cocaine era,
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
and I'm not trying to, throw dirt on nobody's name or put it out there. Like I said, man, I'm downtown, we on this downtown scene, we making money, making $400 or $500 a night. Then you got your sound system and you a DJ, it could be $800 to $1,000 a night. Now you're doing Saturday, Sunday. Sometimes they have a party on a Tuesday night.
Mm-hmm.
Then they have the Thursday night. Then come Friday. We doing it all over again. You understand? Now, as I'm doing sound system, I'm building up my production. So the first thing I go get, Nardelli comes to my house. Me, Joe, got a drum machine in Jefferson. We need to go see him. I said, let's go. He had an NPC 60, the drum machine.
Mm-hmm.
Roger, right? Oh, okay. And he had a Mackie board.
Oh, I
So
love Mac.
Equipment and add it on and get the monitors. There's a picture you see. There's a picture of our little rack where we had all the stuff.
Oh yeah.
We had all the stuff that was in my house. 24. No, not that one. That's a different site.
Oh, yeah, I don't have that one.
Dog.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. That's like, so who else, like, what are some of the guys that used to come out? I know you mentioned like Dollar Bill, you know what I'm saying? Like, what are some of the other guys that used to come out, and are they still around now? Are they still around now, some of them?
Guys that came that used to watch my brother and I.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not saying watched us like they was on, because we were all DJs.
Yeah.
But they younger than me.
Uh-huh.
Now we're gonna go to Double R, good friend of mine.
Yo,
Yep.
yeah, we was with Double on them, yeah.
Ted Smooth once was a good friend of mine
Uh-huh.
until he did some meatball. But we're gonna get it free too, because
Okay.
it makes sense.
Okay.
Production started. So when I started production, I started with a group called Loose Legends. That was
Okay.
rock from Jefferson Project.
Oh, yeah.
It was called Loose Legend, Langstone, Rock Cityo, and Joey. We was doing production, then and third, and then we got a deal with J Records. But it was put on the shelf because Records folded. All that was taking place when Bad Boy was taking off. Then you had Rockefeller taking Rockefeller was taking off. Then you had the Rough Riders.
Was Murder Inc. in there too? Murder Inc. was around that time too.
It was around the time of Rockefeller.
Okay.
Yeah.
They was in the same building.
Mm-hmm.
We story too with all the promotion. Now, when I'm talking about promotional copies, back then, I used to go to record companies and have records mailed to me. So This one particular record that was mailed, me and my crew decide to make a drum track with it. So this is a time when me and that dude was cool, borrowed his 950.
Mm-hmm.
I left the floppy disk in the 950. Next thing I heard, months later,
Louis D.
Lumi D.
Wow.
When my drugs really took off, I wanted to kill myself because I felt like I was nobody. I felt that I taught somebody and they ran off and they shitted on me.
Mm.
I stated.
Mm.
I was. And you see, when I was to tell my story about this before, people should say I'm lying, but years line, he did
He's
it
there.
for DJs.
Mm-hmm.
You see, I had no reason to lie about that.
Uh-huh.
You stole from me, and then you get on TV and talk to other people that you didn't get it from me. Come on, bro. Don't do that.
Yeah. You see, the thing is, the music game, you really got to be up on top of your game. And early, when that stuff, when the Jay-Z's and everybody was just trying to get it. You know what I'm saying? And that's the crazy thing about that. And if you look now to see where everybody's at, and if they crew, for lack of better words, is still together and stuff like that, a lot of people left entirely. They don't even want to deal with stuff. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of crazy. But I know you was mentoring, and Grandmaster Flash mentored you and think. How was that experience with him? I know you touched on it a little bit earlier, but how was that? How was that?
Let me tell you something. And this is an act from God.
Mm-hmm.
You fall in love with something. I used to look at Grandmaster Flash like he had an aura over him every time I seen him. And the reason why, because I'm with a guy that created something that I fell in love with. And to this, and I'm not talking about hip hop.
Uh-huh.
I'm talking about DJing.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna say this again. I love hip hop.
Uh-huh.
I love DJing.
Mm-hmm.
He taught me all eras of that.
You feel like your essence was for you. That was your calling. I don't want to get too deep, but that you feel like that was your calling.
I felt that I was close to God when I was running with Grandmaster Flash.
Okay.
I felt that, damn, a kid from Harlem with a dude that invented something that I love.
Mm-hmm.
That's being next to Einstein.
Mm-hmm.
That's every time I went with Flash, I saw an aura.
Mm-hmm.
And he told me to do, I did it because it was not only helping him,
Mm-hmm.
help.
Uh-huh.
So when I started learning all that, that's when I got into production. The production got crazy because now I know how to edit. Mixing. When you become a producer, I was not only a producer, I was also a mixer and an editor.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
That I was doing Pro Tools in the early 90s.
Mm-hmm.
I was doing MIDI program in the early 90s.
Mm-hmm.
See these things I'm talking about? These DJs don't even know what the hell that is.
Yeah. The thing is, like, I'm listening to you, D. And we know each other for a long time. I went to PS80, but I'm listening to you. And like sometimes Red Specs will check me too, because we did a lot. There's a lot of people that we know that helped us and we're grateful. But sometimes, it's just D. You know what I'm saying? And I had to be humble to realize, just like you, all of those things that you saying that happened in the past, that's why I asked you, did you feel that was your calling? Because what's for you is for you. It might not be right then and there. You might think it's that, but the creator got a way of saying, hey, I blessed you with this talent. Now, let me see what you're going to do with it. I'm going to put you with a great one, like he did with Flash. I'm going to see how you absorb this. You know what I'm saying? Now, you grown man now. You grow mentally, physically. So now you take that and you apply it to what you're doing now. You telling your story and telling young DJs. We got nieces and nephews that's DJing.
Yeah. So, listen, let me tell you about this game today is. The game the DJ game is more easier because you deal with controllers and pushing buttons.
Mhm.
Back, you know what I miss about DJing with vinyls? Record shopping. Because
Yep.
when you went shopping, it was more exciting because you try to get a record that nobody got.
That's Bishop. He used to go to the
Yeah, I
Red
used
Hut
to
or
go
whatever.
to,
We waiting
Beach
hours for him to come out the
Street.
store.
Yeah, Beach Street. Remember Beach Street on Fordham Road?
Beach Street, downtown records. You want to?
Downtown, all of them.
We can even go the Wiz. We could go further.
Oh, the Wiz.
Yeah.
It was on 3rd Avenue. It was
Yeah.
low key. We're going to talk about Rainbows, 125th Street, 7th
Oh.
Avenue.
Rainbows. Yep.
AJ Variety Records. That's when I was with a crew called the Hard Pack. I was there in. It was Rock and Will. You had SNS.
Oh,
Ron G,
SNS. Ron G.
Craig
You
G.
dropping some names right now.
DJ Mike. I forgot his Mike Nice. What's the Triple C? Ty Boogie.
So I want to ask you one more question.
I was their sound man for the Hard Pack.
Nice. I want to ask you one more question before we go into our video. Did you ever
Here you go. I think you should give him now the truth. I think you should give him a truth.
Okay, I'm gonna give you a truth.
Give him a truth.
So the truth means I'm gonna put a sample out there, right? And you gotta promise you're gonna tell the truth, right?
Watch this.
But
This is like
do
I
you
know
have
what you're
anything
thinking.
to do with Golden Lady or Webster Hall?
Order in the court.
Webster Hall. Have you anything to do with Webster Hall or Golden Lady? Did you ever rock it or anything?
I really didn't have nothing to do with the Golden Lady. My thing with the Golden Lady was that was my brother's thing. But
That's why I asked. That's why I asked.
I was the one was bringing the promotional copies to my brother. I am the one to build K Slate Studio on 119th Street. Not built the whole studio, but did certain parts of the studio. That's how me and him got cool. But
Bless up K Slate.
Back in the days when I was on my grimy shit. Or I'm talking about K Slate, Keith. It's my man. May he rest in peace.
Yeah.
Pick up the K Slate, man. Hold on, D. We gotta get him up real quick. The one legendary K Slate, man.
Let me tell you something about him, man. K Slate was a down-to-earth dude. When I helped him with his Elise ADATs and his mixing board, I remember everything that I did. Mackie board, Elise ADAT, and his Telus tape machines. Because I had the knowledge. Get this, and the third. You could ask anybody that I was encountering with for DJing or with sound system studio. You got to get this, and the third if you want to do what you want to do. And I noticed when I started doing that, people took advantage of me. Well, and I'm not gonna put the drugs on the people. I'll just put the drugs on me, but it induced it more because I was depressed. You can have money and still be depressed, man.
Yeah.
You can have and still be miserable.
Yeah.
And that's kind of miserable, and I medicated myself.
All right. So we gonna get into that. We gonna get into that.
Yeah, we definitely gonna get into that because I think the world need to know it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we're gonna get into this food video because it's food, music, and
the truth. That's right. Dmusic's truth.
Y'all, Trent Small, the chef, aka Red Specs. Today we're going to be doing cornbread, and not this crap here. We're going to be doing homemade cornbread today, using the trusty old skillet. Stay tuned.
Let's start off with 5 ounces of AP flour, 1 egg, a half an ounce of corn syrup,
food for thought. A new year calls
baking
for a
soda,
new kind
a half an
podcast.
ounce, cornmeal, 5 ounces, butter, 3 ounces of butter, milk, 8 ounces of milk. That's right. Salt, Just a sprinkle. And my sugar, 4 ounces of sugar. Let's pour all the dry ingredients together: flour, cornmeal, sugar, baking soda, and the salt in a medium bowl. Preheat your oven to 400 degrees. Don't forget that. Let's get this going. I'm gonna mix this a little bit, blend everything together. Red Specs is gonna do that right here. Now we're gonna go to the wet ingredients. We're gonna combine the eggs, the milk, the corn syrup,
Food
the
for
melted
thought.
butter.
A new year calls for a
into
new
another
kind
bowl.
of podcast.
Don't forget your sugar over here. Almost forgot that. Mix that with the dry ingredients. There we go. Looking good. Let's put that butter in there. And 1 egg. Whoop. This is the corn syrup. I had it sitting a little bit, so corn syrup tend to get a little tough to come out. Well, you coming out of here tonight. There we go. All right. So we're gonna mix this together until just combined. Mix this up. Make sure that egg is completely. Now the dry ingredients into the wet ingredients. That just until combined. Not fully smooth, it can be some lumps in there. Just as long as the dry ingredients is completely combined with the wet ingredients. Yep. We're gonna use our cast iron skillet. And we're gonna just pour this in here. Just like that. Yes. And you're gonna bake this for 15 to 20 minutes until a knife or toothpick you insert in the center comes out clean, man. Let's just put that in there. 15 to 20 minutes.
Food for thought. A new year calls for a new kind of podcast.
Here go the result. Let that cool slightly before cutting. And let's see how this looks. Smells good. Red Specs cornbread, original cornbread, homemade. Thank you.
Yeah. What's up, y'all? Welcome back. We're back with our guest, Dmusic. We was chopping it up. He's just telling us a whole bunch of stuff, man, and taking us back to the 80s, man, with the DJing and stuff like that, and his interest in music and being with Grandmaster Flash and the rest of the people, man. We love it, D. We love it.
Yeah, man.
I met Flash, and this story gonna have y'all like. I was playing that the Omni Park Central, which was on 57th Street. It was called the Omni Park Central. And hold on. He was there with a young lady. He was in the crowd, and he was on it. He was on the right side of me. We was on the stage. My man Butch Greer from Sparkle Entertainment and Dennis Williams say, "Hey, we got Grandmaster Flash in the building." Now, at that time, I Flash was.
Right.
Everybody he was. The Message and all that. Now, I take my headphones off. I pulled out Apache.
Ooh.
I pulled out
Mm.
and I pulled out Caravan, Liquid.
Mm.
Those three songs that he played at that Omni Park Central brought about 500 more people in. Had about good 1,800 people strong. The balcony ended there.
Mm.
The next day, that man called me. How would you like to go on tour with me? I got my mojo back. I said, let's do it.
Mm.
We went to town, met this lady named Roberta Blue, so I could sign some papers, get a passport, and the rest is history.
Wow, big up. That's like beautiful. Now we going. Go ahead.
What you said?
No, go ahead.
I've been in countries that I never thought in my wildest dreams I've been.
Mm.
I'm talking about Roppongi, Tokyo,
And
Quebec.
And that goes to show you, that goes to show you that the music industry, once you in it, it takes you all around the world, man. It's incredible. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I say back then in those days, like it's not like today. Like when I used to go on tour with Flash always used to say to me, listen, you set up, when I get finished, break down, get some rest. We on the next plane smoking. There was no hanging around, no fornications when you worked with him. Straight to the point. Business. No games. And I commend him to this day for that. Because he taught me the game like this. If it ain't no dough, it ain't gonna be no show.
That's it.
Yep,
my name, and I got a deposit or something in my account. That's how the game went back then. There was no, I'll give you the money or it was none of that.
Yeah. Now,
he's from him to get your money first before you entertain.
Now,
and the reason why he, from his experience, what he went through, and I'm not gonna get into that because if you go look at it's on Showtime, you can hear his story. He's telling you bit to bit.
Yep, I've seen it.
Music sometimes will make you depressed. It also fulfill your heart.
Yeah.
There's certain to the day, and it will remind me of Hilda for the rest of my life. And it resonates every day. Same thing like my mom's. It resonates.
Tell everybody who Hilda is, brother.
Hilda is my second son, mother.
Big up to her, man. Big up to her. I remember her. Sweet young lady.
When I was tough, the drugs was really heavy, but she never did. That's why she left me. And I had to realize that when I got myself together clean. When I continue on, I finished the job.
I don't want to cut you off, but now this is something that's there because food for thought. We like to, we hit y'all with some flashbacks. We hit y'all, but every now and then we got to let y'all know the truth because that's what it's about. This part of the segment right here, we about business. We gonna get it straight to the point.
Right.
reading the biopic, you know, we grew up and stuff like that. You had dealt with substance abuse. Could you tell the FFT audience about that? And I mean, you don't got to get into too much if you don't want to, but we need to let them know that when moving up in this music world or any of these different things, how easily these things become accessible to you. And if you already dealing with a lot of pressures, you know what I'm saying, how to deal with the pressures, we're going to get deep. The floor is yours, D. Let them know the real deal.
Okay. You know, back in the 80s, I was dipping and dabbling with some females doing this and that. You know, it really started off with, to be honest, I don't know if y'all remember this, but in the early 80s, I tried sniffing glue. Paper bag, you put the glue from models and you sniff it. That was a drug with golden champagne. Remember the golden champagne?
Yeah, was it like Rush? Remember that Rush, that little bottle of Rush? Was it like that?
No.
Okay.
This shit was close to dust.
Oh, wow.
Because the glue, it smelled like dust.
You
had you hallucinating. Tried that. One day I tried it so hard, I put too much glue in it and it passed out in the exit on my floor, but nobody knew it.
Oh, wow.
Nobody knew it. That was the last day I did that. Then came the marijuana. I wanted to be, so everybody was smoking weed. I started smoking weed. Then I got with them crew that got into bigger things. You know, was that cocaine.
Right.
I ain't really smoking crack like the late 90s, but nobody knew it. Put it this way, everybody knew it, but I didn't know it. You see, when you getting high, you think nobody knows that you're getting high. You know, you look at people looking at you, and you're lying your way through your addiction. No, I'm good, but I wasn't. It got to a point where I had to depend on it. But I never sold my ass, and I never went in the street. Rob anybody to get it.
Yeah.
Because I was party money. My difference of getting high back then, it wasn't me. I had my own apartment. It wasn't me running the street back and forth. I get my shipment, stay in the house. Next time you don't see me until Thursday.
That's what they call a functioning addict.
No, it's called, at the time, functional addict until it becomes a bad habit.
Oh, yeah.
Bad habit.
Yeah, because that's going to break down.
Oh, did it bring me down? It brought me all the way down. It brought me down to animalistic, where I got evicted. I had about 100 or something crates, all closet full of records. Wall, I think I seen the picture with all my records, all the crates I had. I got evicted. Got my apartment back. Yeah, I'm sniffing coke, smoking crack, smoking weed, drinking, shit like that, right? One time I took it a step further. That's when I fell in love with crack cocaine. That's when it really to another place. I went to the Bronx and didn't want nobody in Wagner Projects to see me, or my relatives or family, this, that, and the third. So I went to the Bronx. I continued to. So as I continued the job, I escalated from, again, glue, weed, liquor, cocaine, crack. Now I escalated to heroin. I was sniffing 3 to 4 bags a day till it became a bundle.
Right.
But I was only doing that all 2 weeks. I just started that. So one day I decided to do some adventurous things. I sniffed 2 bags of dope, and I smoked a 20 of crack cocaine. It almost busted my heart. And I thank God to this day that we had the chirp phones.
Oh, the mobile chirp phones, yeah.
The Motorola, because at the time my brother was at the Golden Lady. Oh, was the Golden? He was somewhere in the Bronx. He was in Brooklyn, where I was at. I was in and in Millbrook Projects.
Mhm.
I took a pull. All I saw, everything turned white. My leg got stiff. But I was holding his hand with my brother. He's on the highway.
Mhm.
He said, come downstairs. This was 2012, March 12th.
And at that point, was that when you hit rock bottom? And we telling our FAT or FFT audience this, not to glorify drug use. We want to show you someone that went through it at the height of the career, then went through what he went through, and then now at the end you're going to see the beauty that he's overcome, and that's what this is all about. So at that point was your rock bottom. So tell us, how did you tell us when was your rock bottom, and when did you go get help?
My rock bottom was when I had that heart attack. It brought me
Okay.
to. I was about to get evicted from the Bronx.
Mhm.
The next was coming because they already gave us 3 months. So
Right.
we was about to get evicted again. That's when I had a heart attack, right? I said 3 things. God, help me.
Mhm.
When I was in Lincoln Hospital, in the
I see you.
no, it was an emergency room, but it wasn't ICU.
Oh, the cardiac area, cardiac
I
lab.
was, yeah, they had to give me charcoal.
Oh,
to
the
calm-
charcoal joint. Those
Oh, yeah.
they make you throw up.
It calms down the high.
Mm-hmm.
Had to give me IV. So they kept me there for 3 days. So here's another act of God. There was a guy named Sylvester. He was a counselor for people that need help. He said, young man, what do you want to do with your life? Because I could get you help not now, but right now.
Mm.
You got to do is say, I'm willing to try. Once I did that, I went to Ryback, New York, this place called Cornerstone. Stayed there for 5 days. Started getting healthy. Now I'm clean. After the 45 days, I came to Albany, New York, called 90 McCarty.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't never looked back since. Now,
Bless.
all this, I said, when the spirit hit me and when I got enough money, I'm going to build my sound system. I'm going to get my production back up. Now, I'm quite, y'all can see the camera, but from a birth that is clean, almost 11 years from crack cocaine and
Yeah.
Big up.
Big up.
And today, I got 2 grandchildren. I got a loving woman that we both was in the battlefield.
Mm.
The beautiful thing about how this all came out, you know, a person used to say this to me. Failing is a part of success.
Mm.
Always.
The more you fail, the more you're going to become successful because you down for and you never want to go back there. So now you progress yourself to be a better person. And that's what I do every day. I don't even go outside no more because I love this shit so much that this music is everything to me.
Mm-hmm.
I'd rather die.
Mm.
So let me ask you this. What advice can you offer someone listening now who's dealing with substance abuse or dealing with relapsing? What advice can you give them?
The only advice that I could give you is well, it's going to be kind of hard because when you deal in recovery, there's certain things that you could do and you cannot do. And what I tell a person that's on drugs right now, go get help before it's too late. Because believe the drugs they got out here today, what is called fentanyl with the cocaine.
Fentanyl. Yeah, fentanyl.
Listen, I don't know because
I know.
Yeah.
You don't use it no more, so that's good.
And that's good. You don't want to know nothing.
I'm not a part of that no more. So I'll be listening to stories, and then while I'm up here, I see all the people died from it. All of them.
Yep. We love y'all.
Yeah, man.
This is what it is, man.
Substance abuse. If anybody out there is suffering from any drug or substance abuse, you can give the hotline a call. It's 1-866-931-9522. It's 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You can even just call and talk to somebody if you like, and they will help you out. Substance abuse hotline right at the bottom there, man. We'll keep it up for you guys to a little longer, okay?
Yep.
Because we want the people to, you know, get help.
I'm sorry.
And whether it's mentally, spiritually, physically, we want you guys to get help. And this is part of this platform too. We don't just play music and talk off the top. We also want you guys to get help if you need help.
Yep, that's the main thing. Help our people, you know what I mean? And I'm just saying people as us, you know what I'm saying? People as us, people that wants to grow. I don't want to say the name of the thing, T, because we get ready to do a big movement, but that's what I'm talking about. Like all of us helping each other to build up and to grow. If somebody's slipping, let them know they slipping. Find out where you could get help, you know? Right. And I want to thank you, D2, for putting this out on our platform. You know what I'm saying? And our viewers to see this and the number to get help. I really appreciate that.
Listen, there's a lot of for people that are, listen, social media, there's a lot of pages on social media that you could go get help all around the world. I mean, there's in Africa. When I started to learn the flotation of this whole thing about the drug addiction, all that, it's just not in one area. It's a worldwide thing. And what I had to realize that I wasn't alone.
Right.
Key, when you are getting high, you are alone. Key, how much you think you enjoying it, but you're not enjoying it. Because the more you do it, the more it puts you in a field like, damn, I just lost my family. I lost my car. I lost my children. I lost the dog. I lost all my money. And then when you start realizing that you become hopeless, nobody want to fuck with you. Excuse me. Nobody want to be around you. And when I got help, the first person, when I got clean and got out the program, which it took me almost 9 months, first person, it was on Christmas Day. I went to go see Hilda.
Oh, wow.
I asked back and she said no. And I had to respect that. Because I was damaged with her when I was using. And don't get me, love her more than anything on this earth.
Well, we're glad that you definitely shared that story with us. And I know that's, you know, I know she's proud of you now, seeing all the things that you overcome and, you know, how you dealing day to day with your sobriety and 11 years clean. And that's a blessing. That's a strength from the Creator. So keep doing your thing. You know what I'm saying? We really appreciate that.
And I want people to know about this drug addiction. It's not easy. So sometimes I still have things about getting high.
Yeah.
That's to me the rest of my life. But see,
you
have to be a bigger person. You have to stay in your steps. You have to understanding. Now, I'm prescribed marijuana because of anxiety. It's legal. It's prescribed. Not no street pharmaceutical bullshit. But if I want to, I'm at an age right now, right, that I make choices for not only me and my family today. You have to do that. Family is everything. And when I say that family is everything, meaning that it keeps me clean.
Yeah. And I just want you to know that anytime you feel, and this is from me to you, as my brother, as my friend, if you feel the urge or you feel alone, you can always pick up the phone.
Holla at the moon, baby.
Holla at the moon, call me and say, yo, Trent, Yo, because you know I'm always there for you, man. Always and always will be, man. You know that.
You're not, but check this out. When you in this field of substance abuse, you have a sponsor. So a sponsor is when you getting those urges and anything, you call him.
Mm-hmm.
Then I'll call you.
Yeah.
Call your sponsor. Then I'll call you. Like, if I can't get to my sponsor, let me call Trent. So let me get
Yeah.
out so I could talk me through it. Hey, listen, I'm gonna tell you the truth. I've been through that in the beginnings when I was in that program, the night sweats, the throwing up, the sickness, the attitude,
Mm-hmm.
everybody away from me. It was a hard process.
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't easy.
Yep.
It was very difficult. But what pulled me through it was God and hard work.
I'm glad you said that. I'm glad you said God and yep.
My sister is my hero because
Mm-hmm.
my sister was like my enabler. And when you get in recovery, you start learning these things. And my sister did things because she loved me. But to this day, my sister is everything to me. When I call my sister, I'm so hyped. Every time I get off the phone, she makes me feel wonderful. And those are the people that you need in your life to motivate you to be a better person. And as
Exactly.
I be a better person, I make my family better.
Mm-hmm. And the man
I
upstairs gonna take care of you, kid.
tell you something. That man upstairs left me through the drugs, without the drugs, through the DJ, because I'm still
Yeah.
here. I'm
Yep.
here for a reason. Not for
Yep.
I'm here for a reason. And I always say this to myself. If God decides to take me right now, God forgive me for saying this, I lived a life that was fulfilling.
That's it. That's
Right.
it.
I did the things that I wanted.
Mm-hmm.
I somebody that I love so dearly to the day because he taught me the game of something that I love.
Mm-hmm.
Grandmaster Flash Einstein. To this day, I call him Einstein.
That's it.
Because, and how can I say this? When I was running with Flash, I dealt with a lot of jealousy.
Mm-hmm.
I dealt with a lot of hate too from my own peers.
Mm-hmm.
And it hurt me to
I
the
did.
point some people felt entitled,
Mm.
like I supposed to help you. You a grown ass man.
Mm-hmm.
But when I was using, each and every one of them turned their back on me.
Mm-hmm.
And I blamed them. But when I got clean, it come to jealousy because they want to see me stay in that dark hole.
No, you can't do that. You
That's why
can't do that.
sometimes when you get things going in your life, you have to humble yourself and keep it pushing. And you have to
Facts.
from things that can trigger you.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
it's
I
whack.
want I want to I want to ask you something. This because I heard you say it to us before. We gonna change it a little bit. You and Red Specs went to 206. You told me a funny story that I gotta let the FFT audience know. That funny story, something about the teacher with y'all in school and y'all went on a field trip. You know what I'm saying? And what happened? And see, he laughing now because I put him on blast. Sorry.
I got so many stories of 206. Did you know the whole class got left back?
Was that respects in your class?
Was
The
I in there?
whole class got left back. We
How
repeated
that
the
happen?
back then. They had these little tests that you take for the citywide. Whole goddamn class failed.
Mhm.
Everybody.
We got a report card June 19th. Listen, it said the same room, 5/332. Then we used to go on trips, right? We used to always go to the Haiti Planetarium, or we used to go to what was that movie theater? It was on 116th.
Cosmos.
Cosmos.
Oh my God!
Cosmos.
I didn't saw Bruce Lee there.
What's that? I didn't hear you.
Bruce Lee. Yo, you know what I liked about Miss Simmons? She was a black teacher that was no nonsense.
Oh,
But
Miss.
she was a sweet lady. Sweet. And I remember when I graduated, she told my mother, because she was one of the type of the teachers used to go to your house. When she got off work, she had a light blue Cadillac with a white soft top.
The whole joint.
Big long one with the wing tips. She had one of those coming up with a big ass steering wheel. Miss Simmons. But listen, man, my childhood in Wagner Projects, Upward Fun, football.
Ooh.
Yeah, we had fun back then, man. That's all the about.
Dancing, swimming in Wagner Pool, Jefferson Pool, late night pool. Remember late night pool? They cut the lights in the back and going. We swimming.
We were just talking about that on we was talking about that in one of the podcasts, because we was in 2370, so we was on the first floor. We had to sneak out the window to go to the pool because my mom wasn't having that. And then him and my other brother Rick used to get us caught all the time. God bless the dead, Rick.
Wow, dude, man, good dude. Man, he rest in peace, man.
Yeah, man. That yeah. We had a good time, going through, all of the different projects. Like even Jefferson was like, it was crazy. That's where the pool was at, Wagner Pool or Jefferson Pool. You know what I'm saying? And that's where everything was jumping off at. So
yeah,
it was beautiful.
That part where you had to be a swimmer to swim in that joint.
Oh yeah.
One like it was 5, 7, 10 feet some shit. Yo,
yeah.
But
we had fun, man. Childhood was good. Like I said, not too many fighting and carrying on like these guys are doing nowadays, man. It was just a lot of love, man. I want you to name some of the icons besides Flash that you work with and funny story, because I think you told me a story about Suge Knight or something one time, something like that.
Good story about that. I don't know if y'all ever saw the movie. What was the name of the movie? NWA.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we seen that. Yep.
Took a little nigga and threw him in the room. They beat him up.
Mm-hmm.
I know that person. I'm not going to reveal his name, but
please don't.
Trying to get over on gangsters.
And
he ass beat.
Wow.
Because money from a company and try to push it to another company and think somebody's not going to find out. So they beat. And here's another story. And I ain't going to lie to you. When we was in California, Gotham City, they called Compton, Bonton. That was Suge Knight. And another brother, I'm not going to mention his name because I heard before I'll talk to a few cats. Anyway, one dude that owned Gotham City said my office hours from 9 to 5. So shit. 20 minutes later, I saw 50 Bontons with red bandanas hanging from the back of their pockets.
Wow.
So who said they office hours from 9 to 5? They went outside, they straightened it out, and we lived in California for 8 months.
Yeah.
And the reason why I'm saying that, it was checking back. They was trailing us from the airport.
Yeah.
So they knew y'all was coming.
Listen, them LA cats, if you coming from Chicago, if you coming from LA, I mean not LA, Atlanta or New York, you better check in.
Yep.
Wherever crew that you at, there was a time they had Jay-Z up in a hotel scared to come out, man. Was in California. Jay was scared anything. But another part of nigga town, you have to.
Yes, right.
You just nigga town and think you bossing up like this. No, it didn't work that way back then. It don't work that, and now it's even worse.
Yeah, it's worse now. It's worse now. It is really worse.
You gotta check in and you gotta pay a fee.
All right, y'all. We got BK, Pinky, in the building. He
Yeah.
got some news he want to tell us about, and we're gonna bring him up right now. Pinky, what's good, baby?
What's good,
What's
Pinky?
good, baby? What's good, man?
This is my boy Dmusic. Dmusic. This is BK Pinky, Brooklyn's best right here.
What's going on, Dmusic? How you doing?
I'm all right. I'm good.
That's
Yeah.
good. That's good, man.
What
So,
you got for us, Pinky?
What's
Yeah, I
good
got-
today? You got a little something for us?
I got something for you, man. I got
Then
something
we'll
for you
start.
as always.
All right, hold on. We're gonna get into that right now. What?
Good evening. Good evening. This is BK Pinky from Food for Thought News. Country Thought, well, the Queen Bee has done it again. She's on top with her new country hit, Texas Hold'em, on a Hot Country Songs chart, and belongs to first Black female artist to debut a #1 chart. Yeah. Well, there's some varmints and buckaroos out there think otherwise. Like KYKC Country Music Radio Station from Oklahoma stated that comment when someone tried to request Beyonce Texas Hold'em song. We do not play Beyonce on KYKC as we are a country music station.
Wow.
Well, you whippersnappers, the song sound country to me, and I get a
Yeah. Crazy, man. Crazy.
Well, on a serious note,
Mm-hmm.
the Jam Master Jay trial. Two men, Carl Jordan Jr. and Ronald Washington, accused of murdering Jason Mizell, also known as Jason Mizell, known as Run DMC DJ Jam Master Jay, finally went to trial at Brooklyn Federal Courthouse. Jam Master Jay was murdered at his recording studio in Queens on October 30th, 2002. It's been 21 years and his case have yet been closed. There were closing arguments on Wednesday, February 20th, so I'm guessing we will soon get a verdict on this case. May you rest in peace, Jam Master Jay. He's one of the great pioneers of hip-hop.
Yes.
Facts. Yeah. Facts, man.
Now, the pioneers of hip-hop, like DJ Hurt, Grand Wizard Theodore, Grandmaster Flash, use many techniques like baby scratch, scribble scratch, or chirp scratch. They gave a unique sound that was smoothing to your ears. These innovations are the holy trinity of hip hop. Scratching is also known as scrubbing. I didn't know that. Did you know that?
Oh, Dmusic. No, Dmusic.
I didn't know that.
Dmusic. I just want to know, was scratching also known as scrubbing?
No.
It's the
Scratching was known what is called. It's called the quick mix theory. It's going forth. It's called a platter. You see, there was an okay. There's different styles of scratching. You got the chirps,
That's what he said.
and you also got what you call beat juggling. Those three elements of a DJ, like a battle DJ.
Right.
DJ, he's known for tricks on the turntable, making the turntable sound like an instrument. That's what Flash brought to the table, the quick mix theory, meaning that I could take a part of a record and have it simultaneously going back and forth with scratching and catching it on time. You know, there was a great DJ, man. He rest in peace. His name was Rock Raider, one of the greatest DJs ever. Every DJ contest he has entered, DMC and all that, I bear witness with Red Alert.
Mm.
I take 2 turntables and had it sounding like an instrument.
Mm.
I was sitting there like, and it didn't even jump. This dude was catching it with his legs spinning on his back, this and the third. And then 4 years later, after that thing, I heard he died. It broke my heart, man, because that kid was on his way. He's on his way. Right now, there's a lot of, and, you know, I'm a fan of DJs too, because I'm a big fan of Mel Starr. He's one of the DJs today, right now. His style is impeccable. I have never seen the DJ that can play all genres of music at any given time. And I'm talking about house, R&B, old school, this. That man is impeccable without them headphones.
My DJ I grew up with from BK was DJ Scratch, straight from out of Albany Projects. And he was incredible, man.
And one of the greatest DJs. I had when I used to do things with the Zulu Nation, that did their 20th anniversary at this shit called the Puck Building. It was down on the house.
You remember the Puck Building, D?
Yeah, we did party there.
Did a lot of Zulu stuff there, man. We got the Zulu, man. Yes, sir.
I had dudes did Zulu Nation, and they had DJ Clarkin and Scratch doing the DJ competition. And that's when I really saw Scratch go berserk. And I'm talking spinning back, catching it, doing the Jason Mash shit. I seen those. I used to set up my sound system for some of these dudes at parties. Like Scratch, who else? Brucey B, Kid Capri. And I said I was their sound man from promoters that hired me for the engagement for that night. So if they got Kid Capri, they'll call me or a brother named Carlton or another kid named AJ for a sound system. These DJs that you're seeing that's doing what they're doing, I'm not going to say they came under my umbrella, but I worked with them because I had a sound provided for them. And I'm talking about Brooklyn, the Ark. I used to be out in the Ark.
So talking about equipment, right? Because you're getting on equipment. We saw some of your equipment on social media when you be buying stuff and stuff like that or whatever. Right. Has this technology made things better for DJs, or you like that vinyl sound and keeping it that way?
Okay, I'm going to answer that. You
stomped the respect.
Turntabling is a great thing to have if you know what you're doing. But DJs has gotten lazy today. Mixer and 2 turntables where I could get a controller, not only do what I needed to do, but it could do more. You notice if you look at Grandmaster Flash, they're not going to get on controllers because they wasn't taught on controllers. You see, I'm an engineer, so I know key mapping. And learned about controllers, I fell in love with controllers. So I said to myself, I'm not getting turntables no more because one turntable costs the same thing as a controller. So right now, a Pioneer turntable is like $1,000, like $899 for one. You got to get 2. That's $1,800. Then the mixer is like $2,000, a Rain mixer. So you do the math. So you get a controller that's $1,500 to do the same thing, and it's easier. You see why people are becoming DJs today because it's got this thing called sync, a sync button. A sync button makes you sound great. Meaning that you don't know how to mix. Once you press the sync button and you put a mix in it, it's automatically going to pick up if it's the same tempo. That's why it's easier. Back with mixers, we didn't have sync buttons. We had what you call tempos.
Yeah.
You remember, honey, you had a little red light? You go on the wheel and it's a light.
Yeah.
Right.
Or the slider with the techniques.
Slider was your tempo. And when you slide it, you see the red light, it tells you where your records. That was our cue points. When you ever and you catch the record right there and you hold it to blend it in, but it saying that was not on turntables. We had lines. Now Serato numbers with the sync. So if you got 109, right, and you sync it, the other side will be 109. You just blend it in and talk to those.
That's
Yeah. So then, how do you feel about the state of hip hop and the state of one of the elements of hip hop and DJ with all the technology, man? Soon they're gonna have AIs doing the job. How do you feel about that?
I don't know where you've been, but it's already here. It's been here for almost a year. See, let me explain something. Digital domain is going to lead to some other shit where I say about 2025 to 2027, you're not going to see DJs in clubs no more. You see what we do right now? Promoter could go, well, I'll give you $200. You play music in your house for this club.
Yeah.
In Las Vegas is doing that.
Yeah. I seen a guy doing that. Yeah, I seen a guy doing that. He was home and he's just playing the music from his house to the club. So you can move from your house. It's crazy.
That's crazy.
That's crazy. In Las Vegas to DJ forever. Michael Douglas' son. He used to be a part of this guy named AM. He passed away from a drug addiction. They had a team. He's still in Las Vegas. What he do, he is DJing from his living room. He got his living room set like a DJ booth in a big ass Las Vegas. It's called, they call out there virtual DJing. So they'll rotate. So they'll call a Louis Vega, you're Louis. We need you to do a set. On the big screen, and you swear to God, you think he's there.
Wow.
It's going. They are trying to leak the DJ.
So then that same DJ, for lack of terminology, DJing off location, right? We'll say that.
It could be 50 locations.
There you go. So Red Specs know where I'm going. He could make a big bag to here. He'd be in London doing some joint.
Check this out. The thing, social media, you get a certain amount of views. So why would I want to go outside and do a party, right? And get $500, and I could sit in my living room for 1 hour and get $3,000. You see how the game is? The game is different now. It makes it easier for a promoter, and it makes it easier for a DJ. Now, their sound system is all digital. It's powered. Back then, we used massive amplifiers. An amp rack weighed like 300 pounds. Now, imagine you had to do a gig and had to go upstairs. This is the second part that I'm talking about, a sound system. That's when the problems start. Because now you need help. Now you got to pay extra people.
Listen.
Put it in.
Yeah. And it's true because when I was DJing, and me and my brother was going to do our parties and stuff like that. We are DJ and we got 7, 8, 9 crates of records. The 12 techniques alone is like 40 pounds. So you got 2 of those. You got the mixer, you got the big speakers and all that stuff. It's a lot. So I used to live in the Bronx on Boynton Avenue, right? Oh yeah, Boynton Avenue. So
steps.
the landlord used to turn off the elevator around 12 o'clock at night. You know, we ain't come back at 12 o'clock yet, right? We still at the party. So when we come back 3 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock to take the equipment home, guess what? No freaking
elevator.
So now 4, 5, 6 flights, me and D taking turns, bringing it up, putting it up, bringing it up until we get in the house. So I think when you go back and say what technology is today, it is easier. You could throw it under your arm or have it on a hard drive and keep it moving.
Right. Probably have it on your phone now.
Yeah.
You can probably press
like 3 to 5 crates of some powerful music. Then your shit had to be in order. What Serato did is put your shit in order. You see, it's how can I say this, man? It's a good thing and it's also a bad thing because the pioneers don't understand it.
Mm-hmm.
They are trying to understand it because they need help. And you know, I get on my podcast and I try to help them with it. Like, I notice a lot of DJs, they won't touch a controller. They're like, man, touching that, man, I wasn't raised with that. And that's where I find fault in a lot of DJs. You got to expand yourself, man.
Right.
So
that's hold on for it. That's like that's like they still using rotary phones. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Like,
you
know what I'm saying?
Hey, but I know a partner of mine, and I'm gonna put his name out. He probably looking at it. And Pinky, BK Pinky, know who he is. Respect, Giordano. I hope you got rid of that phone, Giordano. You got to step up to the 2007s. If you stepped up from the 2007 to 2024, then put it in the chat. Luigi, tell Giordano leave that alone.
Well, he still got a sidekick.
Yeah, like that. So Dmusic, we could be here all day, and I know we don't have all day. We getting ready to wrap this up, but tell the people where they can find you at, and stuff like that, just in case, and your music.
I got a crew called The Squad. That's my DJ Fahim, Hassan, and DJ Spank. And what we do every Tuesday, I have Spank come on the air, which from 3 to 5 o'clock, called the Great Special Show. That's only for an hour from 3 to 4. Wednesday, I come on at 4 to 5. My show is called the Two Step Wednesdays.
Okay.
Thursday, the Flash come on. Tuesdays and Thursdays because I respect his platform. So I don't do. I let Spank do it on Tuesday, and when he does it at 3 o'clock. Flash is already off the air at 1 o'clock. Now Saturday mornings, I'm on a radio station that is based in Atlanta, and both of you know the owner of the radio station. His name is John Cochran.
Oh wow, 50. Yeah.
I forgot his sister name, but they lived in 50. Dawson brother, he went to the military. Well, I had a conversation with him, and he invited me. He said, D, how would you like to DJ old school classics on the radio show? I said, sure. We gave it a shot, and it's going on 3 years now.
Okay, good.
And you know, what's the beautiful thing about it also is that I'm not stuck in one state.
Right.
Radio is around the world.
Yeah.
And that's yeah. One thing I want to let y'all know too. Never worry about people supporting you. This world has 8 billion people. I have people that are supporting me that lived in Siberia on my Cash App. You understand? Now, let's go back to some of your friends. You got a lot of
T,
friends.
we good with that, T? Respects.
Yep. We good.
Go ahead, D.
I thank God for what he done to my life. I thank God for what he pulled me out the pits of death with the drugs and all that. And I can honestly and gratefully say that I'm living a life that I never imagined.
And that's good, bro.
And I say that gracefully and humbly because where I came from. That was
all right. Well, we thank you. Well, we thank you for being here. Big up to
yeah.
coming, taking the time out and helping.
Yeah.
And anybody out there that want to give some monetary gifts or donation to Food for Thought to build up our equipment and our staff, and so we can come out here and do this every Thursday. Yeah, I can do it on our Cash App at Food for Thought FFT. And we're going to get into this video. Once again, Dmusic. Love it, baby. Thank you, man, for coming on, man. Thank you.
And once again, if you're dealing with any substance abuse, the hotline number is 866-931-9522. If you're dealing with any substance abuse, 866-931-9522. God bless. And I just want to say, that's going out, we have to change, in the words of the great Tupac Shakur, we have to change the way we live. We have to change the way we eat. And we definitely got to change the way we treat people. Salute. With our love forms power and knowledge.
And if you walk away from me, I just love you from behind.
Let's get into this video, man. Love you guys. Till next Thursday, Food for Thought, 8 p.m. Brother Dmusic, Saturdays. Get on that. Fam Radio. Here we go. Let's go.
But you know what? Everybody want to party. Everybody want to lean back. Everybody want to rock away. Everybody want to shake their hands.
Now lean back.
Yo, chill.
Let's go.
Chill, son.
Nigga T Legacy, you heard?
Yo, man, we about to do
that
this.
That boy is the Wolfpack Spanish.
Hey, yo, y'all niggas got me sweating. And I'm going to put my tank top on, and I'm a chubby Puerto Rican.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, yo, CT,
what's up,
man.
You heard?
Yo, CT, you ready? Drop that motherfucking beat, man.
Show them that Envious Ones, though, one time.
You know what it's about.
Oh!
Let's go, baby. I want them up.
Hey yo, Arrow, Big Link, Japanese model, Maybach, Benz, holding hole is bottle. I ain't even signed yet, a legend at the Apollo. Diamond same color as the crystal bottle. Whoa! Around, I'm the best in town. Come on, I can do this knuckle up, the best round for round. Homie, go get your guns, the best pound for pound. Now put your team up, the boys claiming his crown. Plus my flows is monster, bars unfair. I'm the biggest in New York, next to Madison Square. Plus I'm smooth like Big, wild like Pop. From Sycamore to K-Slay, we like the best of the rock. Picture me selling cane, getting 70-30. I got 70 wolves that'll do you dirty. Why be on MTV trying to make a bid when we could go see Poppy and just make it great? Oh, Wolf Pack, Wolf Pack, Wolf Pack, Wolf Pack, Wolf Pack, Wolf Pack. See like a nigga, holla at the moon.
Come on, Wolf Pack, Wolf Pack,
yeah,
Wolf Pack,
yeah,
Pack,
yeah,
Pack, Wolf Pack. Yo, I don't think they heard you, man. I think they heard you.
They say the pack ain't the best, homie. Please believe. Blow your brains out your friends just for thinking green. And I'm good with the ox, but I'm better with tech. Wolfpack stay in the hood like welfare check. Plus the flow stay cocky. It's a bit rocky. Supply guns and weight for Poppy and Aki. Only way to stop me is for T to get shot. Then put me on the books next to Envy and Pop. I can really show you faggots what the slug about. Spit that heat that can leave 7 lakes in the drought. While you play hard, homie, you soft as king. You should have sucked Maze, dick, you more bitch than Brandy.
Let's go.